What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on with the Maze set that just released recently, the Dark Magician cards and things like that. Make sure you stick around because I have a couple special outline cards that you might want to be aware of. Make sure you stick through all of the video. This set dropped recently. I haven't opened any of it yet, but I do plan to get my hands on some and open it for the channel. But the new Dark Magician cards here, the Chaos Magician looking dude here, is pretty dang sweet, I do have to say. And this set does have some pretty heavy hitters in terms of price points for collector's rares. Usually collector's rares aren't worth too much, but a lot of good price points on a lot of things here, and a lot of good movement and things like that in this set, as well as alternate art cards for Master. Like, my goodness, that's so cool and things like that. But if you haven't gotten your hands on it yet, definitely would be fun to open a pack or two. This is a side set, not a main set, but pretty dang sweet, and it's definitely been impacting the market in some ways, I would say. Let's take a look first here at this Dark Magician of Destruction. This is the collector's rare from the set. Amulet first edition, 194. All these very verified listers, but only a couple listings. I mean, we only got like 7 here, which is absolutely crazy. And there are sales today as well as yesterday, quite a few. It seems like it has moved up 170, 165, 180 were some of the price points of the sales yesterday. And as well as for the secret rare here, which is substantially more affordable and just as beautiful in my opinion. Lots of sales today. I'm assuming more people probably like the secret rare than the collector's rare because, you know, collector's rare is a very acquired taste in my opinion. It's like kind of like a rip-off ultimate rare and things like that. I do want to take one just second before we move on today to talk about the sponsor of this channel, aka me. I run a TCGplayer store, and I just recently got a ton of inventory and posted a video about it on my channel. You should go check out both of those things. Link to my stores, a link for my store is in my channel's description, so make sure to check that out. And if you are a seller, not a buyer, I do offer a consulting business to other sellers that sell on TCGplayer to help you guys adjust your inventory and get it moved quicker for a small fee. So if you'd be interested in that, please reach out to me. I have an email here in this brochure here, which is linked to my video and channel's description. Now, these are the cards I wanted to take a moment to talk about a little bit with you guys. I recently, in my collection, had a ton of Dragons of Legends cards, Dragon Legends 1 and 2, and even some Unleashed cards. And, man, the Dark Magician Girl Dragon Knight from this has been going up and been having some sales. I would say enough to pay attention to a little bit on the price point of this, because this was not worth a whole lot before. But for near mint first editions of these, it will run you kind of a pretty penny. Mine was lightly played that I listed, and I think, oh yeah, there it is actually right there. Lightly played, right, $19, cutting of the edge market type thing, you know. But near my first edition for these, all the way up to $26, $27. I don't know if I necessarily trust this person here, but $27, $26 in that park range for this card. I'm assuming it probably has a little bit to do with the new Dark Magician stuff coming out and things like that, as well as the Timaeus card here, the Gaze of Timaeus right here, collector's rare. There's also a secret rare as well for this. So with that, not a lot of people have been paying attention to that, and I haven't heard a lot from other people that I watch and invested in, things like that. So it's pretty cool to see that this card has had a little bit of movement and a pretty interesting price point, I would say. So do pay attention to that and check your collection. If you have multiples of these, maybe sell one because I've been seeing a little bit of popularity. There are a lot of other versions of this. Let's just go check real quick. There are quite a few other versions, ultra rares mainly. I think there's even a common, yeah, but that's $1 common. So if you have that in your bulk, definitely move that, because $1 for a bulk common from the decks there, if you didn't need it, is pretty dang good. But there is 2 ultra rare printings, the Dragons of Legends Unleashed Complete and the Dragons of Legends Unleashed Original sit there, as well as the secret rare. I've sold multiple of the ultra back in the day. And with that, there is the Amulet Dragon. This is also from Dragons of Legend, which is where the Dark Magician Girl one is originally from as well. Both of these were featured in, like, I think season 3 of the original Yu-Gi-Oh show and things like that. The Seal of Orichalcus series and things like that. Very spooky, but this one, secret rare, is also a pretty good penny, and it might have been bought out actually more in comparison. Let's take a look at the sales here in just a second. Near mint first edition on these, 12, moving up to 14 and past that. Take a look at sales here. Has been some sales in the past couple days. 2 actually sold to 1 individual, which is pretty dang crazy, so definitely keep your eye out on that. And then on top of the Dark Magician and the Dark Magician Girls riding the dragons themselves have been doing fairly well as well. I had a couple copies of this in the collection I bought recently. I was pretty surprised by the price because this has had reprints as well. But this secret rare Doom Virus Dragon, the one that mixes with Crush Card Virus, which I do have one of those for sale, guys, just saying. Shameless plug there, guys. has been a little bit more expensive than what I would expect. A lot of lightly played, but in terms of near mint first edition, there's a listing there, $10, $9.60. But there are not a lot of near mint first edition listings for this card. So if you have this, you can definitely put it out. If it sees a little bit of movement, you could end up making a nice little penny on the top of the market there too. Sold for $6 the other day. And then, like I said, lots of reprints. Legendary Collection Kaiba. The Legendary Collection Kaiba got reprinted recently as well. But the OG Secret Rare Near Mint First Edition is actually pretty dang decent. The Dragon's Legend set were really cool too. In general, Dragon Legends Unleashed is my favorite because it had a lot of cool number cards that came out in it, as well as number 100 Numeron Dragon, which I actually play in my deck. Mirror Force Dragon too, which has also had some reprints and things like that. There are some Near Mint First Editions out here, but there's not very many of them. There's only 2 of them for sale out here, which is super crazy to see that. It's just kind of mind-boggling. And this one also, like I said, did have some reprints. Let's take a look here real quick. I know it has like an ultra as well as a common. Super cool card. I like it. Good collector's piece. And that might be what it is up to. But 8 listings on that, which is absolutely insane. Let's take a look at the Doom Virus Dragon real quick. Only 20 listings on that, which is crazy. Let's take a look at this. 49 listings OG for that. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on that, guys. Also, for some reason, this one kind of blew my mind. The Legendary Knight Timaeus, okay, from Dragons of Legend, first set here, Secret Rare. Near mints for these are kind of like a little expensive. There was a sale 5 days ago, but near mint first edition, let's go page 4 here, $9.99 for a near mint first edition, 9 plus $2.50 shipping, stuff like that. Like, it's kind of crazy. All the rest of them aren't worth anything, and this one also has reprints, but for some reason, Secret Rare, only 32 listings, and kind of an expensive price. So I found that pretty interesting as well. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled on these Dragons Legends set, as well as on the Maze. This price hasn't really budged. This one's been pretty consistent / gone up just a little bit. So best of luck to any of you guys out there opening this set, and keep an eye on the market, and we will see you guys in the next Market Watch video. Make sure to support the channel by leaving a like and a comment and checking out my store for awesome products. We will see you guys in the next video.